Berlin's Tegel prison is the largest in Germany. The prisoners' theater troupe is rehearsing. Director Peter Asenoff has bad news.
Khaled is no longer here. He's being transferred. He's going somewhere else. He's leaving Tegel.
One of the leading performers has dropped out, an everyday occurrence for the director and his Aufbruch theater group. Atanasov has been performing pieces with prisoners for 10 years. It's not therapy. These tough men are dealing with challenging material. This time the subject is Don Quixote, a collage using the original text and commentaries on it, from Heiner Müller to Nietzsche.
Thanks, everyone. Stop. Exit, and the others sit down. Stay there. Don't just do anything. You have to deal with your stick. Remember your lines.
It's all about imagination.
Inmates as actors. Unlike professionals, when they act, they also reveal something about themselves.
Actors have the tools of their trade, so they can deliver their lines better and hide a lot to protect themselves, and in doing so, not reveal anything about themselves. These men don't have that. So with them, the problem is to make the piece understandable in the first place, to work on their lines. But when they reach the point where they reveal something of themselves, it's very intense and often very pure.
Anhalter, ganz schön mutig, so einfach abzuhauen. Komm mal raus. Ich würde auch gerne abhauen, aber mich fragt keiner.
Kurt Lummert has been acting for 8 years. He's serving a life sentence. He identifies completely with his role as Sancho Panza.
Ich soll es machen. Warum denn Icke? Immer Icke? Nee. Du, warum machst du das denn nicht? Oder du?
To be really honest, I drank for 20 years, and it's an amazing feeling to be able to cope with all the singing and lines and everything I have to do. It's great that I can actually hack it.
It's also quite a risk exposing themselves to the eyes of the other prisoners, especially when, like Junyet, they're playing a woman.
If I worried about what everyone thought of me, it wouldn't get me anywhere. I'd be too uptight to play the role at all. So I block it out completely. I'm only serving a certain amount of time here. I'll get out again, and if I keep that in mind, I don't care what the people here think.
It means surviving embarrassment and 7 weeks of rehearsal, with conflicts and frustration. But the inmates who stick with it know what theater means to them.
Knowing from the start that only audiences from outside come to see the play makes me feel I have a bit of respect again, that I'm not completely shut off from society. And it's good to forget the feeling of isolation for a moment.
Dress rehearsals before an invited audience. The regular performances have long been sold out. It's exciting to look behind walls into a normally inaccessible world and forget the clichés about convicts.
Wie ich hörte, habt ihr es euch zur Aufgabe gemacht, die Menschheit zu befreien. Mein Herr, es sind Schafe! Nein!
Don Quixote, the destitute knight who has a world of his own in his mind, fails in the real world, like many of the prisoners.
That decision, when I get out of here, I'll do such and such, I'll go here or there, do this or that, buy this or that, and I'll solve that problem and the next one, and then all this will never happen to me again. That sort of quixotic, wildly idealistic thinking results from when you've been shut off from real life for a long time.
Recently, Aufbruch won the George Tabori Prize for its prison projects. It was also a success for the participants.
I don't think acting is a test of courage, but you do need a lot of strength, and that boosts your self-confidence.
When the performances are over, you really notice it. There's a sort of emptiness, and something's missing.
Theater with non-professional actors is booming. But this production of Don Quixote has a special sort of excitement to offer. The windmills the prisoners are tilting at are, in reality, their own prison walls.